Hey, this is Danny with Patrick Adair Supplies, here to show you the February subscription box. Let's go ahead and open her up. Alright, so this month we have a couple different things. First up, we have our freebie, which is our UV flashlight. This will just help you show off the nice glow in all of your different rings that you've made. And then we will have our color pigments. So first up, we have our sky blue, which is just a really nice vibrant blue. It'll play really nicely with the opal in the ring. We have our iris purple daytime color pigment. This is a really cool purple because it has a little bit of an iridescent blue to it. So as it catches the light, you'll see a faint blue shimmer. And I think it's a really cool one to work with just because it'll kind of shimmer alongside the opal, which is cool. Next up, let's open up the box. We have our ring blank. We have our white ceramic double inlay channel ring. So this one we're going to be able to customize it a little bit more and create separate designs on each side of the ring. Then we have our two different opals. We have our unicorn blue and our unicorn purple, which are just really nice light pastel colored opals. The unicorn blue is a very nice light subtle blue, and the purple the same thing, just a light subtle purple. They're a little bit more of a understated opal, which allows them to shimmer and pop against the color pigments a little bit. And then we have our blue glow powder and then our purple glow powder. And I'm going to be using them in each of the different inlay channels respectively, going along with their opal and their color pigment. The first step today is going to be to crush the unicorn purple opal. We're just trying to get it a little bit finer so that we can fit it into the double channel inlays. They're a little bit skinnier than a standard inlay channel, so you just want to crush it so that they're a little bit finer and will fit into the channel. We'll then go ahead and crush our unicorn blue opal, just doing the same thing, making sure that it's a fine enough crush that it'll fit into the inlay channels. Next up, I'm going to mix the iris purple color pigment with the purple glow powder. Just kind of doing more or less like a 1:4 ratio of color pigment to glow powder. Then I'm going to repeat that with the sky blue color pigment and the blue glow powder. Next, I'm going to tape the mandrel so that I can put the ring blank on there without cracking the ring blank. Once we've put the ring on the mandrel, I'm going to go ahead and use our medium CA adhesive, and I'm going to put a drop or two in the inlay channel and allow it to spread. And then I'm going to put the unicorn purple opal into the inlay channel and lock it into place with our color pigment glow powder mixture. And then I'm just going to do that until I've filled the entire inlay channel, doing section by section. Once I've filled in that side, I'm going to do the same thing where I put a little bit of super thin CA adhesive and then spray it with accelerator, and then I'll do a couple layers of super thin CA adhesive to fill in any gaps that are still present. After that's cured, I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more layers of our super thin CA adhesive. That way this side of the inlay channel is all the way filled up, and when I move on to the other side, I won't have any of the color pigment mixing onto the other side. That way this side is completely purple and the other side is completely blue. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip the ring blank around, just because I find it easier to work on the side of the inlay channel, the side of the blank that's on the outside of my lathe. I'm going to repeat that exact same process with the unicorn blue opal and the sky blue color pigment mixture, just going all the way around the ring section by section. After the ring is completely filled in and we've allowed it to cure for a sufficient amount of time, roughly 10 to 15 minutes, we're going to go ahead and use our Dremel and Dremel everything flush. Once the inlay is flush, we're going to go ahead and do our hand sand. I start off with a 220 grit sandpaper just to make sure that everything's smooth. I don't have any weird divots or bumps. After this initial 220 sand, we're going to go ahead and do another layer of our super thin CA adhesive, just making sure that any cracks or holes are filled in. After that layer of super thin CA adhesive is cured, I'm going to go ahead and take my 220 sandpaper and sand everything flush again, making sure to remove the piece of sandpaper every couple seconds and spraying it down with water to clear any debris from the sanding process. After everything's smooth and sanded flush, I'll go ahead and move on to my 500 grit sandpaper and then my 1000 grit sandpaper. After the sanding process, I went ahead and polished it using steps 1, 2, and 3 of our AstroTech polish, just to ensure that the ring had a really nice shine and shimmer to it. And this, I feel, really allowed the color pigment in the opal to pop against the white ceramic ring band.
I'm really happy with how this ring turned out. I think it looks awesome. If you enjoyed making this ring and watching this YouTube video, go ahead and like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as head over to Facebook to join our ring maker group so that you can share your version of this ring, as well as learn tips and tricks on how to make better rings in the future. Thanks. See you guys next month.
All right, here we go. Here is the February ring box ring. A couple things that I really like about it. I love how the unicorn blue and the blue color pigment play together. It allows the blue to just kind of glisten and shimmer in the background. It's not super vibrant. It's a little bit more of a pastel color with both of the opals and the color pigments, but I think they play really nicely with the white ceramic ring band. So I think this ring turned out pretty nice. It's a really nice, subtle ring. I think that a lot of you will enjoy making it. It's a really cool ring, playing with the double channel and the different color pigments and the really nice subtle pastel opals.